For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What's good, everybody? This is Saber54 on the WhimsyG Players channel. I got a new TCG match today, and we're going to be using Vivi. I really wanted to try out this leader. I wasn't too fond of her in the beginning, you know, leader not being able to attack, but I just like the Alabasta arc so much of One Piece. I like this artwork on Vivi. I mean, it's sort of a standard artwork, concept artwork. And I wanted to make a deck around her, so I'm going to show you guys a couple of matches and then do the deck profile as usual. Now, most people, when they would use Vivi, even though she's not very good, especially now, maybe she was alright in the beginning, but now it's just a lot of power creep. They would use like a Straw Hat engine, you know, use Nami to search stuff. But I'm using a bunch of Alabasta cards too. Not really a Straw Hat engine. Alabasta engine and a bunch of other blue cards and dual cards for blue, like ulti, giving you that free search no matter what. Okay, and we're playing against a mirror match too, so this is going to be very interesting. This makes things a bit more fair, I suppose. I don't always want to play mirror matches because they're boring, but you know, at least I know my opponent can attack too. And the thing is with Vivi, she really just needed to have at least 6 life or just some sort of extra edge, because, you know, having 5 when you're at dual color now isn't really that special. You know, most dual colors have 4. They give her 5 because she can't attack, but that's not really enough, because at this point, whether you're monocolor or dual color, you have enough good options to work with. All colors have good cards. Okay, so the thing is with Vivi is that because of her effect and all the different search cards we can run, you can gain a lot of card advantage in hand. And that's a good thing, at least. Sort of, you gotta be able to just tank a few attacks, keep your defenses up until you can really exploit her effect. You really just gotta, to make the most out of her, you just gotta keep summoning big characters every turn and just giving them rush. And that's how I sort of built the deck. Let's get the double search again. Batmaner's Kick Course. I'm running this because it's a costless card, costless discard. And it's also a trigger, of course. I'll give you guys more details in the deck profile when I eventually post it. I know people are going to ask me as always. Weevil, of course, run this to draw a free card, +1 and good attack. Okay, so this guy's definitely running different cards compared to me. I see more Straw Hat cards, and there's the Drake as well. I believe that's his damn name. Not that cool of a character, but one of the worst generation, I suppose. Secret agent, undercover for Navy in the end. Okay, and there's Charlotte Pudding. Okay, so this is one of these cards. She's from the Starter Deck 17, Zoro and Sanji. She messes with your hand big time. And she messed up all of my card advantage I was building up in hand. So that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, we got a lot of cards to work with still, but yeah, a card like this just outs Vivi, you know, your whole thing where you want to build up your hand. It's pretty annoying. So, let's see. I think, first things first, I'm going to attack with Weevil, because I do want to get rid of this bitch. Just get rid of my opponent's cards. And get another search with Igaram. The thing is with Igaram is that he's one of those searches where you just suspend and you can get the search turn after turn. So the pressure is on your opponent. If they don't burning attack to kill him, you can just keep grabbing cards every turn. So most clever players are going to try to get rid of him. Okay, and then we're going to do Xhaka. This sort of card, it's almost like a staple in Vivi, because his effect only works when Vivi is your leader, and you know, he's a good power attacker. You got to put a down on him too, so the cost gets a bit high, but you do get a lot of attack. I mean, this guy didn't really have anything for me to run over, unfortunately. All I could do is just decrease that guy's cost. Unfortunate. But maybe later on he's going to be good. So, get another search with Igaram. And that's going to do it for this turn. So, I got a lot more presence down on my field. And it just, to me, it looks like I'm running the better version here for Vivi. I put a lot of thought into this deck, and I think the list is good, but the problem is that, you know, even if you make the best list for a certain leader, you make the best deck you can make for, when a leader isn't so good, when a deck just isn't going to be very good, you're going to have limited success. And that's the problem with Vivi. It's just she's too slow, and not being able to attack the whole game, your leader not being able to attack the whole game, is just too much of a drawback. We really just needed to have a bit more life, or just some kind of a different edge for her to be able to stand up to, you know, things like Enel and Moria and the damn Yamato with double attack. Those leaders just a lot more broken. Okay. So endless searching here, endless plussing. I got a humongous hand again. Hopefully he can't mess with me again with pudding. He did get a couple of dudes down. It's that big Admiral blocker, the wood dude. Let's see, attack, and I'll kill the little dude he summoned there. And he's gonna block, fine. I knew that I was gonna have to sacrifice something. So we're gonna do Weevil. What are you doing? So far, none of us have really just gotten any life from each other. We just keep blocking. And now I'll do the King. Most players run this card in this Vivi deck, and it makes sense because his cost is in that range where, you know, he has solid attack. You get to draw with his effect, so he's a good +1. Combos with Vivi, and he's a counter in hand too, so if everything else fails, you can just discard him. The new Mihawk that's going to be coming out in OP7, I'm looking forward to that card. It's pretty much almost a superior version to this dude, minus the counter. You know, he has the same effect, more attack, and even though he has 8 cost, I think, he's still got a lot more attack, like 10k. Draw a card, but it doesn't have a counter in hand. If you're not gonna summon, if you always know you want to summon him though, then I think it's gonna be better than King. But King is still pretty good. Okay, so Shanks came down, killing my dude. I don't believe in running cards like these in this deck, and that's because when you run a card like this, it means that you summon this dude and you don't get to utilize Vivi's leader ability. I believe in running max cost for characters for 8. So you always, whatever you drop, you can just use Vivi's effect, draw a card, and then give him rush. So in this guy's case, you know, he summoned the Shanks, he got that plus, popping something, but then you didn't really utilize Vivi's effect. So that's just my philosophy with her. Same for running things like Gum Gum Red Rock and, you know, the other removal blue cards. They got good triggers too, but if you use those, you know, you're not going to have enough dons really to just summon something good and take advantage of rush. So that's why I had to run some different events, like the Batmaner's Kick Horse and, you know, Chopper. Stuff that, you know, they got low costs and they still got good trigger effects. Okay, so we're attacking your ass. He did discard. And I'm gonna leave that Dawn unused there so I can make use of Chopper. That's not what the damn name is of the event. It's when he transforms into a big fur ball. Man, I forgot. I'm losing my mind. But anyway, he's gonna attack with Shanks. And this could be an opportunity. Yeah, guard point. That's what it's called. So make you 110 and discard another card. So save our big dude, and that was Shanks' attack. Okay. He's gonna play his own king, draw again, and put it on. Looks like he's gonna go for it. Probably. Oh, he's trying to kill Weevil this time. Well, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna discard like 4 cards to save him. Okay. Or will I? I can do you. Oh my god, motherfucker's yelling outside again. So discard Batmaner's Kick Horse and another card, and I got to save Weevil as well. And he's gonna attack with the blocker too. Made him 110. Damn. Yeah, I can't do much about that. So he cleared up most of my field. I got Luffy, but he's good when you're gonna attack life, of course. You get that banish. Right now, I gotta just kill off some of his characters. That's the thing. So I'll get a search with Igaram. And, let's see. I'll attack your dude. It's probably gonna protect him. Yeah, used Drake to block. And I'll do Luffy, rush, and I will attack the Admiral again. What you gonna do? He doesn't have too many cards in hand. On the contrast, like compared to me, I got like 10 cards in hand. Okay, he did do the Batmaner's Kick Horse, running this card as well. And this is searchable too with Ikaram. That's another reason why I'm running it. Okay, so he saved his guys, but he doesn't have too many cards in hand. Just at least being able to summon something significant. Because I want to get more control into this game. This is going to be a hella long game too. You know, this mirror match against Vivi. Yeah, games like this can take forever. But it should be interesting enough. I don't think a lot of people... I don't think many would post like a Vivi mirror match. Get the chance to just watch this online. Okay, so King attacks. I think I might just let it happen. Okay, we get the lovely ulti. And... man, that Shanks is gonna be a problem. That's the dude that I really gotta get rid of. Because he's that 12k turn after turn. He's a big guy. You know, he didn't get that plus when he summoned him, you know, with Vivi, but... after that ends, I mean, you get that 12 body. You can just use turn after turn. That's the other thing too. The way that I run Vivi and the way that if you're gonna make the best of her ability... you're playing in a very linear, predictable way. Like... again, I can't put a bunch of dons on my dudes to try and attack over the Shanks, because if you do that, again, you don't have enough dons left to use her effect, summon something big, and give it rush. That's the problem. Alright, he made the Admiral +3 again, plus 3k. That sucks. Put a bunch of dons too on him, 16k. Am I gonna save the dude? That's a good question. I got a lot of cards so I could make it happen, but do I really want to do that? I could just summon another Luffy the next turn, maybe. But I'll do... I mean, we already committed to this now. So I'll dump a few things. I mean, we do have shitloads of cards at the end of the day. So I survived again, and I still got a lot of cards. It puts the rest of the shit on Shanks. I doubt I'll be able to save him again. But I mean, if you just committed so much, it means he's not going to summon anything. So I think I might just let it... maybe I should let you have that. I can try, I mean, but... I got another one in hand. I'll just let it happen. He committed a lot just to kill one dude. And I can just summon another one. So first things first, king. I gotta run over some dudes. I just want this guy to die finally. Still managed to save him with Sanji. And I can do another king. Draw again. And attempt to kill him. Finally he's out. And then the one done, I'm just gonna leave that for guard point, I think. I don't have much of a choice. And that's it. So we're kind of even. He has a bigger character in Shanks, but he only has 2 cards in hand. I got a lot more. Depending on what he draws, you know, it doesn't matter, like if he's gonna draw big stuff. But he just plays the Ducklings, the Duck Squadron, Supersonic Duck Squadron. And I don't know what that thing is gonna do. I mean, it has an effect where you can attack it and you put it back in hand, but I don't really see the point of it much. So, king attacks king. I'll discard the Navy Ho. That, it just almost looks like she's Luffy's mom or something, but I guess we don't know yet. And, let's see, 8 for 8. Or maybe it's his sister, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen. But just something about her design just gives me that vibe. Okay, and then 12k, now I'm gonna drop the guard point. Just still need to discard 2 things, but dropping the guard point. And, I mean, I gotta do it. And also do the ducks. Survive for yet another turn. Okay. Gotta kill the dude still. Attack the king. Discard something. I'm gonna do it again. Discarded something. Okay. And now I'm gonna do Luffy. Get my plus and gain rush. And this is where this, in a way, is kind of a misplay. I had the chance to kill the king, but instead I decided to go for life. I did get that banish, but I think the better play would have been to just run over the king, so then he doesn't have another big dude to attack, and then I just have more big dudes left to work with. So this was kind of a mistake, I want to say. It's kind of annoying though, because Luffy, his only effect is the banish, and it is a strong effect. You know, his stats are solid for the cost you pay. He is an Alabasta card too. I can search it with Igaram, so I kind of like him. Maybe he could have had an additional effect or something, but I did get 1 attack out of him and I got that banish, but now he's dead and now my king is gonna die too. That's too bad. So king, gonna run over king. He's probably gonna block. Save the bigger dude. And I mean, I can summon smaller guys like Weevil and get an attack. He doesn't have much going on for defense, but I can't run over his dudes. That's the problem too. So if we want to do that rush, I'm gonna try and kill the king. It worked. I mean, he didn't have anything in hand, and Igaram can just do this and keep searching. Probably gonna run out of stuff to search at this point, but we still got a lot. Get Xhaka. Okay, so now I got definitely more field presence. He just has the big shanks. I do wonder if I'm ever going to be able to run him over. But he's such a lucky top decker. Gets another king again. So he gets that big body, gets to draw stuff. You know, when you got all these dons and you can't really summon anything good, then it's where I'm going to be getting the advantage. But because he top decked that guy, he's still in the game now. Lucky you. So I leave my dudes to die. And I mean, I guess I can try and use Xhaka to run over the king. Let's get a search, just barely. I'll be able to get something with Igaram, just another Igaram, but better than nothing. Yeah, our deck should be very thin. Just 11 cards left this game, Dragon. Just keep searching stuff. Okay, so Xhaka. I gotta do something here. I gotta kill the king. Got 4 Dons. I can summon something else too. So here goes. Decrease the king. Attack the king. It's only a 1,000 power difference. Are you gonna discard something? Again. He does. Fuck. Discarded 2 cards at least. But the king survived yet again. And now I'm gonna do ulti. This gives me a guaranteed search. This card is probably eventually gonna be hit on the ban list as more and more dual color cards come out. You know, they made her effect to be so versatile. You just grab anything. So I'm kind of worried about her future. Oh my god, man, this guy's so lucky. You get that Kizaru too. So gets those big drops, so he makes use of his Dons while getting big bodies, and I won't be able to handle these guys. Kills Igaram, fine. Attacks Vivi. I can't do too much to defend. I'm gonna have to dump a bunch of things. I'm going to, because I can still manage with 8k, but Shanks, I'm gonna have to let it happen. I got plenty of life, but I mean, he's got big dudes and it's just a matter of running them over. I'm sort of low on my big characters. We've used the Luffys, we used a bunch of kings. That's all I really got, to be honest. I don't have any 10 drops. So all I can do now is just try and go for VV2, go for his leader. Lets it happen. We're both sort of on low life, you could say, mid-life. Attack the VV again, lets it happen. He's at 1 now. So I'm thinking, should I just go for game next turn and just disregard his characters? That's the thing. I'm gonna get another ulti and I get a king. This might be like the last one, maybe, I don't know. Could be good. And am I gonna be able to make it happen by next turn? That's the question. He has a bunch of cards in hand now, so he's gonna be able to have some defense. Is he gonna go for my characters or is he gonna go for life? I think he's gonna try and go for the characters. He could try and go for game if he drops something with rush. But, man, another fucking pudding. That just ruined my whole hand, man. Crap. That's so bad. That big hand was the only main advantage I had. It puts Dons on the bitch too, so pudding will kill ulti. What would you know about that? That's unfortunate, man. So he's gonna try and clear up my characters and then just slowly poke away the life, and then I won't be able to do much. I mean, I can dump some stuff, save my bitch, but then, you know, the other dudes are still gonna be able to get the kills. Man, it's just so insane for this guy to be running double pudding. It's just specifically to counter me. Is there any other deck that can really just accumulate so much card advantage? I guess maybe Rebecca? What other decks can do that? I don't know. It's really unfortunate. But I mean, I'm happy with this deck's performance. It just proves that it can sort of work. The question is, how it would have worked against a different deck that's not Vivi, that's not a leader that also can attack. So he has like a full field of dudes I won't be able to deal with, and I think the end is close now. Xhaka, I mean, it just seems like my best option, plus he doesn't have a counter, so if I just keep him in hand, I don't really get any value for him. So I gotta drop him. I gotta give him rush. We see another Xhaka too. I will put a Dawn to you. And, I mean, I have 4. What we're gonna do? We're gonna keep the ulti in hand. If I summon, I get a plus. Xhaka, though, is gonna be useless. The other one in hand. I don't know what to do. I think I gotta run over something. It's not really gonna work if I go for life. So, attack Kizaru and I decrease Kizaru. What are you going to do? Lets him die. Okay. And I'm gonna attack Pudding too. Lets it happen. And I'll do another... Well, I mean, I kind of wasted the Dawn, but I guess I got the guard point. I can make use of that too, somewhat. And then I can maybe use Xhaka next turn for some stuff. I doubt he's going to leave the other one alive. Yeah, he's going to try and kill him. I mean, I can do guard point, but that's just 2 cards out of the hand. And... yeah, another Kizaru. This guy has all the big drops now, so I can't do shit. My dude is out. He's going for the leader. I gotta let it happen. He's got only 1 life left. But... I mean, if I just attack with ulti and another rush, I'm not getting the game. I would need like a really big dude to make this happen. So... I guess I can try and run something over. I mean, we gotta run some stuff over here. Or just go for life. I'm gonna do 9. I think that was stupid, but I mean, he knows whatever I do, he's gonna out me. If I put only a couple of Dons, he was just gonna discard. So... I'm going for Weevil. I gotta go for the leader. Now, of course, he's gonna discard now. So the Dons, they were wasted. And that's it. That's all I can do. So if he goes for game, I mean, will I be able to stop him? He's going for it. 8k. Would have to like discard the triple. I'll do the Navy bitch, and I will do Igaram, and I gotta do something else too. I'll do Marco. Kizaru, I mean, I can't stop that. So he's gonna kill off my dudes, and then I won't have shit to work with. Man, what I should have done is probably kept the Marcos, because I can use that guy to attack. Trying to defend with bow isn't going to work out. So there's a lot of crucial decision making, of course, to like, especially in these situations, you can't misplay at all. I could have done maybe something different, but who knows. So there goes the ulti too, and he did summon a blocker anyway, so it wasn't going to be easy regardless. And he's got Dons to work with too. So what are you going to do? Are you going to attack with the movie guy? Raise Max. Yeah, he just drew a card, I think. Okay, so... got the... Jacques guy is the only thing we can really use now. So... I'm going to, well, I mean, he's going to block regardless. What are we going to attack? Gotta put a Dawn on your damn ass too. Can't forget. put a couple actually. And what am I gonna decrease? I mean, wow, what the fuck am I doing? Wasted attack. So that was dumb. I decreased the other dude and I attacked Kizaru, so I just made a stupid attack. Crap. Okay, it's game over. Misclicked. You could say that, but not really a misclick, more like a mistake. Just tired. It doesn't matter. It's game over, but I think a good demonstration of Vivi, what she's capable of. We'd have to play against other decks with leaders that can attack to get a better idea, but yeah, she does. It's still, she leaves a lot to be desired. Like, not a lot, but maybe just a few extra things, like maybe more life. She had like a 6 life or something as a special princess or something, boss of an army. I don't know, because, you know, these sorts of leaders, they sort of need that advantage. Just 5 isn't enough, even with dual colors. So he gets another king down. I really can't do much to defend against the dude. So it's gonna be game over, but good match still. Long ass match, the longest I've possibly played for One Piece. So GG, buddy, and he goes GG as well, and that's game. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a